Why, hello, my murderous cinephiles. Welcome back to Kill Shield, where we don't just watch films, we dissect them like a resurrected corpse in a horror doc. Today we're doing something a little different. No slashers, no clowns, no chainsaws. We're talking John Candy. The grin, the heart, the larger than life body, and the comedy legacy that still tickles us decades after his death in 1994. The film is John Candy, I Like Me. Who doesn't, eh? Directed by Colin Hanks and backed by the ever annoying Ryan Reynolds. I did wince when I saw the produced by Maximum Effort appear in the opening credits, because sometimes even the most obnoxious people hide the scary stuff underneath. Blake Lively, is that you? But not Candy. No, not our beloved Johnny. We're here for the whole messy truth. That beautiful truth indeed. So who was John Candy? So let's set the scene. John Candy was born in Toronto, 1950. He cut his comedic teeth with Second City and the SCTV and soon exploded into Hollywood with a mix of belly laughs and tenderness. In Splash, Uncle Buck, Plane, Trains and Automobiles, he wasn't just funny, he was dependable. The guy you wanted next to you when anything went wrong. His characters were flawed, awkward, kind, and that made him feel human. But beneath all that warmth, there was something heavier. Candy died at 43 years old. His father passed away when he was only 5. He often joked about being the big guy, but it was always that punchline. He smoked, he drank, he struggled with his health, and there's always this sense that he knew the clock was ticking. The shadow runs right under the surface of this documentary. Directed by Colin Hanks and produced by Ryan Reynolds, the film premiered at the opening feature in 2025's Toronto International Film Festival. A big deal, and rightly so. It runs in just under 2 hours, includes unseen footage, home videos, and intimate interviews with the people who knew him best. Bill Murray, Catherine O'Hara, Dan Aykroyd, Steve Martin Short, and even Macaulay Culkin. What stands out, though, is how everyone speaks of Candy's generosity, the way he made sets lighter, made people laugh off camera, and genuinely cared. Those home movies and outtakes are pure gold. You see not just the performer, but the man. That said, the film does play it safe. It celebrates him beautifully, but doesn't dig too deep into his darker moments. It raises a question of why he burned out, but doesn't quite explore how he lived with the weight of that day to day burden. Still, it's a heartfelt tribute. Less an autopsy, more of a love letter. And maybe that's the story that the film fits best. Themes and emotional core crop up a lot, digging into the bones of it, what was really going on under the laughter. Morality and time running out. Candy's father died young, and John often said he felt like he was living on borrowed time. That anxiety hums quietly throughout the film, a man always uncertain that the curtain might drop early. His body weight and his image. The documentary does touch upon his size with sensitivity. His weight was often used as a joke, and that stung. He hated being reduced to his body, especially when working so hard to bring nuance to every single role. There was comedy and escapism and compassion. His humour wasn't just an act, it was how he connected. He didn't mock people, he lifted them. Candy often gave others space to shine, embodying that rare kind of comic who made you laugh and felt seen. That's not to say the documentary doesn't look at how he was a flawed hero. He wasn't perfect. He smoked too much, drank too much, and ignored warning signs from doctors and friends. He wrestled with panic, guilt, and anxiety, and you can really feel that fragility in the film. It's a portrait of a man trying to keep the joy alive while his own light dimmed. Doc doesn't shy away from the acne, as it were. It lets you feel both the laughter and the quiet heartbreak that came with it. What also works is the footage. It's rich, nostalgic, emotional. Kind of like finding old family tapes you forgot existed. The film captures the warmth of Candy's presence so well that for even brief moments in interviews, like Culkin remembering his kindness, those moments will hit you right in the chest. You'll laugh and then you'll probably need a tissue. But it's not perfect. The documentary plays it a little too politely. It avoids the full dive into Candy's lowest points, choosing reference over revelation. Structurally, it's straightforward: the rise, the stardom, the tragedy. What's missing is the mess, the day to day battles with pressure, health, and self image that might have made the story even richer. It's glossy, but it's not dishonest. More nostalgic than an expose. And that's okay because sometimes remembering someone kindly is the point. So, why does a documentary like this matter and remembering John Candy matter? Firstly, comedy's changing. The loud, physical, heartfelt comedy Candy mastered is disappearing, maybe even gone. Watching him reminds of how empathy used to be part of the punchline. Secondly, embodied the good guy archetype. No tortured genius act, no cruelty disguised as art, just warmth, timing, and sincerity. And that's something we're short on these days. If you loved him growing up, this documentary will make you smile through the tears. If you never knew him, you'll wonder why you didn't. It's not a reinvention, it's just a reminder, and a gentle one at that. It asks the simplest question: do you like me? And by the end, you'll probably whisper, yeah, John, we did. So that's our detour into the non-slasher side of Kill Shill. No chainsaws, no clown maniacs, just one of the biggest hearts in comedy. If you hate laughter, look away. If you love a guy who made you cry from laughing and maybe everything else, then please check out this documentary. I highly recommend it. Drop a comment below. What's your all-time favourite John Candy moment? Mine, as bizarre as it sounds, is that freeze frame at the end of Planes, Trains and Automobiles. It's the best freeze frame moment in cinema history that's truly earned. Well, maybe that and Teen Wolf. And no, I'm not crying. It's my bloody allergies. Anyway, smash that thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and ring that bell like you're trying to wake Candy from the grave. Sorry, I had to put an offensive joke in there somewhere, didn't I? And I will see you on the next video for more horrors or non-horrors. I guess it depends on how my week goes. Oh, God.